Hello, everyone. What's up, sultry sluts, degens and cucks, angels and demons, and everything in between? Welcome to the Degeneration Podcast, episode 25, the podcast for the degenerate generation. I am your omniversal author, Disaster, and here with me I have my lovely co-host. Please introduce yourself. That's what I said last time, isn't it? Would you rather me say something else? My absolutely dashing co-host. My absolutely dashing co-host, Finley, aka Not DLC. Please introduce yourself.
That's about it, honestly.
Oh my god, I had the audio off. I swear I clicked it. I swear I clicked it. Anyway, please introduce yourself one more time for the people in the back.
I'm gonna break your knees.
I know you're gonna break my knees, but please. I'm trying here, I'm trying.
Hi, as described a little. My name is not DLC Finley, whatever. Name will change. It'll change. Coming change. Big change. That's gonna happen probably this week, Florida. Anyway, more on that later. Yeah, that's just about it. You know who I am.
Yeah, he's coming at us live from his private condo in Miami, Florida.
Unfortunately, though, the house is currently filled to the brim with party animals, so I had to step outside, and I'm currently sitting on the porch. Don't really want to make them leave yet. You know, the party started only a few hours ago. And it's currently raining, so if I ever break up or something weird happens, there you go. I'm in the middle of Florida in my condo, and the Wi-Fi doesn't reach outside, so cell service.
All right. All right. As for announcements today, we're getting the Wellerman collab underway. We finally have a fifth guy, and it is absolutely going swimmingly. In fact,
I'm not the fifth guy.
You're not the fifth guy.
Just by the way. Yeah.
However, if you want to do a cover, hit me up.
Actually, I have to make a pretty big change before then.
I think a cover of Other Side, or yeah, the Other Side would be a pretty good cover for us.
Maybe that'd be pretty fun.
Perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Friends on the Other Side?
No, not Friends on the Other Side. Or maybe that one, but
one.
I think Friends on the Other Side would work better with with everyone in Gridlock group as like the supporting cast, but
the giant talking heads.
Yeah, something like that. But no, I think Other Side from The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
I got it. Anyway,
after.
As for announcements, besides that, none at the moment. Also, oh yeah, the Lionized project with Roar is going swimmingly. He has started to put out his newer music. Just forgetting we played an Other Side cover. Yeah, but that's gonna happen in like the next year. So let's get one song out first, and then we'll decide the other ones. All right. Either way, Lionized project is coming down well, and yeah. Finley, do you have any announcements for us?
The plan, as of current, is that I may make a VTuber debut, but I don't have shit for it, and I'm also in Florida, so that's more like an ETA thing.
Wait, you're actually planning on becoming a VTuber?
Maybe. I don't actually have a camera or anything for it yet, so I think the 3D or any like whatever model. It's gonna be a while
Do
away,
you happen to have an iPhone?
but a flat model works for a while.
Would you happen to have an iPhone?
I do.
All right, you already have a camera.
Yeah.
iPhones are actually the best tracking for VTubing. But anyway, let's get into why we're all here. Why we're all gathered today. Raymon Kastille, the charming vampire himself. Count Raymon Kastille. Please introduce yourself.
I heard something about breaking some Nico kneecaps.
I call
But
you
yeah,
What do you
charming,
count
and
to?
I call you Count, and that is the first thing you say.
What do you count to?
Nico,
Hey,
Nico,
it's a
Nico.
generous podcast. I had to open up with something great. But yes, Count Raymon Parvis Aule Castile. Or Chinese usually use Raymond. But hello, yes, it is I.
God.
What do you count to?
It's
He
complicated.
counts to 5.
One question I was not prepared for.
How are you not prepared for that question? Do you have your backstory and everything written?
I mean, I have a decent amount going, but like, look, when you're alive for like 900 years, you kind of forget some of the detail.
Oh yeah.
You
I
ever seen
feel that.
Doctor Who?
I've seen bits and pieces of Doctor Who.
Have you seen Doctor Who and all?
I've seen maybe 3 episodes at most.
You two are bastards. Anyway,
Bastard.
there is a character from Doctor Who that I very much enjoy. She's a very no. It's not the Doctor actually. There's an immortal person. Like she's has her own special or whatever, but she has a human mind but lives forever. So she just writes stuff down in books and
Oh my
reads
God.
them from time to time because she forgets her own life.
Oh my God. Vivi with the war redeclaration. Oh God. Vivi,
What
you
happened?
can't be coming in here showing me up in our war with gifting the 5 tier 1 subs. Thank you. Thank you. You've gifted a total of 25 gifted subs. What a fucking
yeah.
Chad. Jesus.
Yeah, bro, that's like an absolute Chad move right there. Oh.
Oh my God. The war is still on.
It's
War never
surprisingly good.
changes. God.
That's surprisingly good.
Oh my God.
No,
Oh, God.
like the accent, whatever.
Oh, thanks, man. Oh.
That's actually kind of accurate,
a
and that's
laugh.
why I'm upset.
It's the laugh that gets it for me.
Oh,
Just,
yeah.
oh,
What a chad, bro.
like, yeah,
Oh my
dude.
God.
What an absolute shot.
What an absolute
Totally
chad.
Yeah.
T-bar.
Yo.
Like, surf
you wanna go
up, dude.
surfing?
Yeah, let's catch a gnarly wave, dude.
Dude. Catch a gnarly wave? Fuck.
No,
Yeah, it's like
none of that.
totally
No, bad.
tubular.
Oh my
Bad.
God. Fuck.
No,
Oh, good.
Nah. no.
Yeah,
good.
love you,
Stop.
buddy.
No.
I go back to
Okay,
lurking now.
so-
Jeez. Love you too, Vivi. God.
By the way, I can't see any of that because I'm on my phone and I'm basically on the phone for 2 hours. I'm holding it up to my ear.
Yeah. God. Oh my God. One of the people, which I have a little bit to say about them, but I won't say it here. I'll say it after. But one of the people who got a sub was Candle. So that's interesting. That's interesting.
Candle?
I'll just hint
Warwick?
it. No, not that Candle. Candle's another VTuber. But
Oh.
if people know, if you know, you know. But yeah, so Candle got a subscription, which is quite interesting, I might add. But more on that later after the podcast. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty with Raymon Kastille. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from. What is a little bit of your background, if you want to share that, or unless you're waiting on a debut or something, skip
No,
over that. But
I can share some stuff around.
all
So
right.
again, Raymon Parvis Aurele Castille is the full title, but and also for those of you who have an interest in vampire lore, look up maybe try and look up some of those middle names, because there might be some hidden stuff in there.
Uh,
But
mhm.
I am a little over 900 years old. Been around for a little while.
I see. Are you or Vivi older? Because she's also about 900 years old.
That is
Not Vivi the
excellent
witch,
question.
Vivi Chan the dragon.
That is an excellent question. I'll have to check out I'll have to figure that out at some point.
Oh,
Same birthday. Lol.
yeah, that actually
Anyway.
be interesting. If you two
That
were
Okay.
born on the same day.
That would be very. I doubt it, but that would be very interesting.
Coincidental.
Very interesting lore. I bet there's a lot of
Anyway.
YouTubers that have been born on the same day as me, seeing as
And
I'm
though to be
17
fair,
billion years old.
though, I tend to I tend to go by my death day instead of my birthday.
That's fair.
No, don't worry, Eliana.
I-
I can see the chat. I
Yes,
see you.
Tell Raymond I love him. Yes.
I'll
Eliana loves you. I
direct to me.
gotta tell you.
Aw, love you too. But yeah, I see. I got turned over 900 years ago. Is the better way to phrase it.
I
Mhm.
see. Yeah.
That's an entire story for another time. But ever since then, I've kind of been off doing my own thing. For a while,
Okay.
vampires are not very kind of accepted in modern society, and then suddenly in recent years they are sexy. So that has been my cue to kind of step out into the limelight a bit more.
What's your
Okay.
thought about that? What's the thought about being considered sexy to a lot of people?
Well, in my personal opinion, I find it quite wonderful.
Yes.
What's your opinion on the sudden and massive drop in vampire hunters recently, and the past few hundred years?
It is, as the kids say, pretty gosh darn groovy. Going out and not having to worry about people trying to skewer me through the heart is usually a good thing. It's usually a good thing.
I'd imagine so. Well,
Yes.
good for you then. Bad for us, but good for you.
Hey, wait, what do you mean by that? I ain't having no anti-vampirism here.
Sorry, I'm a bit sick still.
So. Just of the opinion that vampires are the natural hunter of man.
I mean, I won't deny there are certainly some vampires that would definitely go for that, but I mean, I always make sure my blood sucking is consensual. I make sure that, the person agrees to me having
their... They think you're kidding most of the time.
There's a lot of times when, I'm sucking the blood and there's a daddy that comes out, but I mean, it is how it is.
Does Diz have COVID? I do not. I'm fully vaccinated. I've had a cold for the past 3 days. Or for past quite a few days, actually. It went away yesterday, and then it came back a little bit. It's just my voice now. That's really, my voice and, my nasal cavity. That's just kind of blocked up. But other than that, I'm fine.
The worst thing is, when you're... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say something, only slightly related.
I was just gonna say, it is the worst thing when, you're in public and you cough. I swear, I'm okay. I just choked on my own spit. It's.
Yeah, I've had to preface many times that I'm fully vaccinated. It is that. To mention, Eliana says, I might let Raymond bite me if he asks nicely. Would you let me bite you, Eliana?
Would you please be so nice to Lend me a little bit of your blood.
I may not drink blood,
Lend
however.
implies that you're going to give it back.
Borrow a little bit of blood.
Lend implies you're going to give it back. I'd like you to rephrase that.
It's like a pact where you cut both of your hands and you just like slap them together.
Yes,
That's
the best high fives, really.
Blood high fives.
Anyway, I was gonna say that I swear to God, I'm gonna get a fucking Sharingan or some shit. My eye has been bloodshot. Like my left eye
should
has been
really get
repeatedly
that checked
bloodshot
out.
every single time I've woken up for the past 6 or 7 days now, and it's concerning.
That would be a bit concerning,
Should
yeah.
really check that out.
No, it's allergies. But like,
Is it though?
it's so annoying.
Is it?
Yes.
Don't think you can
Probably.
What are you allergic to in your room?
This season, there are a lot of things in this season, and
Yeah, I don't know how allergies
probably
work,
my
so-
pets.
Oh, okay.
Well, you know how like currently it's raining? Not right now, but this season is rainy, like really
yeah.
rainy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think happens when it's warm but not hot, and there's a ton of rain around?
Humidity, my favorite.
Humidity.
And the plants love to multiply.
Fair enough.
That's why my eyes are bloodshot.
I just get very sick around this
Eye.
time, and it may be for the same
Only
reason,
eye.
honestly.
Only once has my other eye gotten bloodshot. Most of the time, it's just one.
Why? Why one eye? One singular eye?
Sharingan.
He is the pinnacle of anime.
Yeah, be careful about using the Sharingan too much, or you'll lose your eyes that way.
His allergy no jutsu.
Allergy no jutsu.
Gonna open my
It's
fucking
only a debuff.
9th gate allergies.
It's like in JoJo, where what's her face gets a stand, but it's actually just eating her.
Oh,
Jojo.
Holly.
What?
Holly.
Yeah,
Holly, Jotoro's mother.
Yeah,
It's slowly killing her.
Holly just is actually being eaten by her stand. You're gonna be like
Literally
Sasuke, get
so
one Sharingan and
weak-willed.
one Rinnegan.
She's
Yeah, you gotta
just so
steal.
nice
You gotta steal your
and
siblings'
built
eyes.
that she. Right, I gotta go kill. She is
No, you
asleep
don't
yet?
have to kill him. You just gotta pop him out.
No, he's not asleep yet. I don't know where he went. He might be upstairs.
Just got a song.
As I said, I'm on the porch, not on a balcony.
Hmm.
So there's a second story.
Yeah.
Wonder where he went.
I mean, of course, it's its own private penthouse in Miami. Of course, it's gonna.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, it's to be expected, but I did
Yeah.
bring my family here, and they're in a separate part of the penthouse, the part where the party's not happening. I just felt, might as well give them something. I traditionally do that.
No, you have I know you. You have a second penthouse just for them, but it's connected to the first penthouse. So
No, don't
Not physically, but by the
that's
helipads on the top in his own personal helicopter.
look.
Yeah.
I promise, I'm not wasting money. Shut up. It makes sense if you think about it. You just you gotta believe me. I promise.
Balance
The second,
unlimited.
it's worth
Like,
it. It's
don't
worth
worry.
it. Okay.
I spent a couple of centuries getting my castle in order. We're both living large.
Yeah.
Why when I blink only
Right.
one of my eyes closes? This is really annoying. There we
I
go.
believe that's what they call winking.
Well, my character is my model is constantly winking. I can't get
Well,
it to
yeah.
record both my eyes for some reason.
But they just have a lot of really good
No.
inside jokes.
You're trying to say that you can only be ooh woo?
Oh wait, I think I got it. Yeah,
Wink.
okay, I got it. Cool. I fixed my winking problem.
Hell yeah.
Oh no.
Castle sleepover when? Yeah,
mean,
when are you
yay.
inviting all of us for sleepover? Like, come on, man.
Well, maybe sooner rather than later, but
Hey, yo.
castle sleepover would be pretty pog.
Yo,
Cool.
that could actually happen in the VTuber house. Hey, yo. We all
Yep.
leave the VTuber house to go to your castle.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool.
I don't know. I'd have to leave behind my penthouse right now, and it's a little. It's really nice.
I mean, we're working on getting a hot tub in the castle, so.
Okay,
It's
well,
like Voltaire with the dragon's blood jacuzzi.
okay. you can't convince me with just that. I have one as well.
I mean, we're working on getting like the phoenix feathers to like heat it up, but.
I
Right.
see.
Okay. Maybe I will stop by then.
Are they
actually.
responsibly sourced though?
I mean, of course. Well, like, what do you think I am? Some kind of monster? We don't just. They'd be like hand plucked. You don't just. They'd be hand plucked.
Well, to be fair, I don't think the phoenix cares that much.
Yeah, but it would be an inconvenience if like we killed it and like stole its feathers that way. Because I mean, like, I'm sure it wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
worried what
I mean,
all of
all
you
of
would
its
do to me at
years
that
of life
sleepover.
that it saved up, it'd have to regenerate from all of its lives or like years, and I do think that that's a little mean.
Yeah.
I don't think it wants to be a baby again. That sucks.
Yeah, it's like see, I get to enjoy the fact that I kind of just get to exist in the prime of my youth eternally. So
Mhm.
I think avoiding the early phases is
Must be nice to not have to live out to the end of your days and then die and then just be reborn and die and reborn and die and be reborn.
Man, these
Fucking
mortal
die and
lives.
be reborn,
Quite
die and be
interesting.
reborn. Fuck this
I mean,
shit.
it probably starts to learn to get jobs with good pension plans after after a couple reiterations.
What?
Yeah.
Man, mortal lives are quite interesting, aren't they? What was it like being mortal?
It's okay. I like
I
it.
mean, I guess I'm like semi-mortal. It's an interesting life.
Posture check, thank you. Semi-mortal, huh? I mean, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. Ageless but able to die.
Yeah.
That's what is that?
Well, like
That's
I like if nothing bad
wait.
happens to me, I can live indefinitely.
Actually,
So
there
that's
so
is
immutable.
Wait, what?
No, that's without change. Nothing. Continue.
There is a there is a actual term for that. It is
Okay.
similar to lobsters, actually.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Let
that.
me see if I can find the term.
Biologically
Well,
immortal.
there is a
So-
jelly.
Are you all right? Oh, I
That's
think
not a
you might-
joke.
Oh wait, hello.
There is actually a jellyfish that. Hi. There is a jellyfish that never ages.
Yeah. Like,
By the way.
yeah,
Which
the
jellyfish?
No. There's like a species of 1 second, but I'll look it up. But there is a species of jellyfish that never age and are technically immortal, but obviously can be killed.
yeah.
Anyway, give me a sec.
I remember reading about those.
Oh yeah, lobsters. I feel like there was another term for it, biological immortality, but I felt like there was another word for it, so I can't really remember.
Time to
They
break up.
basically just don't age.
But yeah, it's like no aging. But I mean, if someone decides to be like, hey, this wooden stake would look really nice in between your rib cage. You're just like the third and fourth one there looks pretty good. Then yeah,
Where does that come from, might I ask? That whole wooden stake thing. I feel like I remember hearing about where that came from, but I don't exactly know.
I'm trying to remember exactly as well. There's a lot of there's a lot of different...
Okay, so the Turi Dope Sea story or whatever is also named the Immortal Jollyfish. It is biologically immortal, meaning that it will not age. Technically, it does. It ages to maturity, and then it reproduces, and then it ages back. infancy, then it doesn't age ever again.
Ah, I see. I mean,
So
doesn't
basically, they are
the Portuguese man of war not age? But it's also not a singular creature.
Yeah. I remember hearing about
Yeah.
the man of war. It's one of those ones that's kind of like a jellyfish, but it's not exactly a jellyfish.
I mean, you're not
It's
wrong.
not a jellyfish at all. It's like many creatures all like holding hands, basically.
Yeah.
They just
I guess.
that shit.
It's weird. You know what else is weird? Flatworms. How come there's a creature that can just,
We're not going to talk
survive?
about flatworms. We're not going to talk about flatworms. If we're talking about flatworms, then I will bring up the water bear.
Okay, but water bears are shit. Even like it's like, oh yeah, they can survive in all of these super obscure situations that the water bear will actually never find themselves in.
I don't know. Bye. Until it's killed. I don't know. Bye. Well, the water bear is functionally immortal in nearly every single way. And in nearly every single way, I mean, it is not immortal in many of the ways that
it just has extreme resistance
like,
to basically everything.
Blunt force trauma and piercing and anything that would normally kill a person or any animal normally like that you'd find every day that kills a water bear. Anything and everything that never happens ever does not kill a water bear, such as nuclear radiation or extreme temperatures or space. But it can definitely die from blunt force or stabbing or
their ability to live is greatly exaggerated.
Like, I guess if you want to throw one in space with the power of a goddamn cannon, I guess, then be my guest.
Yeah, okay.
But
technically, technically it's immortal in the sense that it cannot be killed by anything weird. If it's anything out of the ordinary, it will not kill a water bear. But if you stab it, I mean, it's obviously too small to stab. But if you stab it, it would die.
I guess it can lay dormant for 2 years.
Oh yeah. No. For hundreds of years. And also survive without any food and water for weeks.
Yeah, they can lay dormant for hundreds of years. But also their lifespan is about 3 months.
Starving is Also, starving is the most normal thing that it can survive.
Yeah.
Realistically, it'll just be killed in some other way.
Yeah. It's just,
However, if we're going to talk about scary animals, legitimately scary animals, anteaters, are you fucking kidding me? Those little bastards
cool.
No. Anteaters are awesome. Don't get me wrong. But if you alongside of an ant want to the one thing that cheetahs will never fight ever is an anteater. I'm serious. Because anteater claws are built to break into mounds.
Oh yeah.
Which makes them like ant mounds, including the incredibly sturdy ones. Which means that they are about as sharp as actual knives. They have knives. And they use those knives. If you get on the wrong side of an anteater somehow, it can and will tear open your guts. It totally could. Completely
somehow,
viable.
In some way, if you are able to piss that thing off.
It's happened before. A person has gotten an anteater wound. I'm not sure if anyone's died from an anteater before, but someone has gotten an anteater wound that has they'd had to go to the hospital. Only one swipe. Only took one.
So I'm just imagining this fantasy race of anteater people that are the most feared in that because they just have knives for hands. And you just,
Legitimately,
or
they
just, or
like
just
they
like,
have
or just
3
like,
knives on each of their hands. There's
or just like this really
so
prolific
scary.
member of like an assassin's guild, and you just see the back of their cloaks, like, who are you? And they turn around and just an anteater
Just
snout
l-
sticking out.
He asks the question, why the long face? And that is it.
Don't you dare ask that question.
It's like their hands are like if a gorilla had knives on its hand.
Oh, that's super funny too. Like gorillas aren't okay. So the only animal that you're probably gonna find in a zoo that's KOS, literally kill on sight if it leaves, ever. Unilaterally across every single like zoo, chimpanzee.
I mean, yeah.
Those fuckers are hysterical. They're not cannibals, but they kill their kind, and they will rip your face off. There has been a woman who has had their face ripped off by a chimpanzee
What
for
then?
fun. Because chimpanzees are what happen with like a normal gorilla, which by the way, gorillas are like herbivores and really chill. You have to piss one off to get it to kill you. Chimpanzees are like smaller gorillas that are still 5 times the strength of a normal person and are psychopaths.
Yeah.
They will kill you. Like, legitimately. They're like, even lions. I'm serious. Even lions or tigers or polar bears or whatever, they just tranquilize first. If you tranquilize a chimpanzee, it'll still have time to kill someone before it goes down. It's scary as fuck.
Yeah.
They literally shoot the chimpanzee instead. Like, they don't want to take any risks.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so we're getting a bit off topic. I don't actually remember how. Oh, we were talking about immortality, then we started talking about
Water bears
creatures
and the jellyfish, and
Yeah. Also,
Any-
I've recalled now, because we were talking about like wooden stakes and stuff.
yeah.
right.
The origin of that was really just people are like, if you stake a vampire to the ground, they can't rise up. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
And wood is just because wood was super easily available back in the day. People are like, oh yes, iron also worked, but
That's
after a while they're just like, yeah, but wood's easier, and then like entire mythology surrounded the wood specifically. And some people are like, well, you have to use specifically this kind of wood. And yeah, they just made it really hard on themselves.
On wood. Oh no.
And
Yeah.
I
Okay.
also imagine our good old
Wait,
friend
is that
Vlad the
fucking
Impaler had
oak?
something to do with it.
Is that fucking oak wood? I swear to God.
Little bitch with spruce. Oh shit. Is
You don't
that
use white ash
is,
specifically. The fuck?
is that birch? Oh no, fine.
What the fuck is that birch? Imagine being scared of certain wood types.
You just
Only
like
birch
walking
will kill
down-
a vampire. You can't use spruce or oak or like mahogany or any other form of wood,
Mahogany is
obviously.
very nice.
That's fair.
Mahogany is nice as fuck. You right? Mahogany is mahogany.
God, I remember you talking about that. Actually brings up another point. I remember you talking about the whole garlic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna give that explanation? So I thought that was pretty funny. First time I heard it, I was like, wait a second, right?
Yeah. Honestly, the reason why people think that garlic has an adverse effect on vampires, and which is partially true, depending on the vampire, is the fact that vampires have heightened senses. They can hear better, they can smell better, they can taste better, and garlic has a
So
very
garlic.
strong odor
Garlic is
and
garlic.
taste.
Got it.
So the idea is because it has a strong odor and taste, is that our heightened senses can't handle it. Jokes
So
on
wouldn't an
them.
onion
I'm
work just
fucking
as
into
well?
garlic.
Wouldn't an onion work just as well, like a fresh cut onion?
Probably.
Essentially, yeah, but like
Yeah, so
people
Raymond
hung on
deep throats
garlic
garlic
because, like,
sticks from Olive Garden. So
yeah, I think it's mostly just because like garlic is like one of the most prevalent flavors in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people had access to garlic, whereas you might have less access to onions.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Makes sense to me.
So yeah, there you go. There's some vampire lore for you.
Vampire facts.
Yeah.
Back.
What's some other vampire facts do you think we might not know? Or at least me not know.
Vampires do not burn in sunlight.
Okay.
That's one of the more common ones that I've seen around. The
Joke's on you, I'm into that shit.
and the entire
Eliana.
thing is just that, like, because we rise at night, we're just less active in the day. That's legitimately it. There are also some accounts of of some earlier vampire stories, which are like, oh, vampires don't have their superhuman powers during the day, but it is mostly just that. Yeah, we're
So-
sleepy
So it
during
just
the
has
day.
to do with your sleep cycles.
It literally does. Like, if you look at like the really old like stuff for it, people just account that vampires aren't as active during day. That was literally all the account said. Eventually, people decide, oh yes, they burn, and then some weird person decide that we sparkle during the day. And
Mm-hmm.
while I would not oppose to sparkling during the day, that does not mean I do.
I mean, I can see you guys getting sunburned during the day though. You don't seem to have a lot
Hell,
of melanin.
motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I like it's like some vampires do differently. I strangely like don't burn, I don't tan. It's weird. Like that's an
Huh.
outlier. That like I don't know why. Like I guess my skin's just like, oh yes, you have had so little sun in your life that you actually just absorb its powers or just reflect
immune
it
to it
off
now.
of you
Actually,
because you're so
um,
pale that it just bounces off of you instead.
so long as we're doing this interview of the vampire thing, good
Does Raymond...
book. What happened with Vlad? Like, what the fuck?
That's a good question, Eliana. I'll ask that after.
Vlad the Third.
Vlad the Impaler is, from my recollection of modern lingo, is what people call a bitch-ass poser.
Right.
And,
Okay. Because like he was around your time, I think, like 1100s. Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially, that guy kind of was just like, hey, what if
He
what
was
if I
kind of
just
just a
impaled a
psychopath.
bunch of people? Yeah, he was kind of just a psychopath, and like he had a thing for blood, so people were like, ooh, he's a vampire. But
He's like Genghis Khan.
yeah.
He's
Well,
He was
yeah.
kinda just
He's
not
a hero
great
to Romania, though. Oddly.
specifically to Romania.
Well, yeah,
His-
no. The
his
entire
actions
rest
are
of
not
the
very
world,
hero-like.
no. Vlad the Impaler is on the same level as like Mao Zedong or Genghis Khan, but Romania specifically, he's still a hero.
Interesting.
I'm saying.
But yeah,
It's interesting.
mostly
Yeah.
he was just very notable for like I'm pretty sure he did like drink blood because there's a lot of superstitions around
There
drinking
is
blood.
one account where he did drink blood, and there are plenty of accounts where he ripped apart his enemies and put them on pikes
Yeah. I mean, you
because
get
that's
the
what
name
he
Impaler.
actually did.
That's how you get the name Impaler.
Yeah,
But,
that's what he did. He took, you know, that trope in movies where like super evil bandit or whatever, like weird cult type layer, there are just heads on pikes.
Yeah, effigies.
Like that's actually what he did. He ripped the heads off of people and put pikes.
Yeah?
It's terrifying.
yeah,
I wouldn't want to go
An
near that
actual
guy.
person. Jesus
You
Christ.
don't fuck with that guy. He has people's
No.
heads on stakes.
He ain't just gonna kill you. He's gonna torture you. He's gonna capture you alive, torture you alive, and then rip your body apart after you die and use you as a warning for other people.
Yeah.
Like, don't fuck with that guy.
effective.
It is effective.
Oh, a good question from Ellie in the chat.
Oh yeah, I was
Do
gonna
I
ask
have
that.
a
Go ahead.
reflection?
What's the
sometimes.
question?
Sometimes.
So
Sorry, what's the
Well,
What's the
whether or not I
question?
have a reflection.
Eliana asks, does Raymond have a reflection? That's the question.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. So the main thing that comes up is like, do vampires show up in mirrors? No, we don't. Which makes it a bit awkward when you're trying to like, does this outfit look good on me? I can't tell because I can't see myself. I just see the outfit.
Can I take your picture?
But like, yeah, like there's something like a picture that would work perfectly fine.
Well,
But
it depends on what
that's
kind of
just a lot
camera
of
you're
mirrors.
working.
Because
Yeah.
the basic gist is that the issue is not with reflections themselves, but with silver.
Oh.
Ah.
It like so like
Oh yeah, that was the reason that happened. I completely forgot about that.
yeah, it's similar to how like people are like, oh, like werewolves are
Oh jeez.
like weak
Sorry.
to silver. Vampires are often also considered to have an aversion to silver because of its holy symbolite, like because it's considered like a holy metal.
Yeah, like
So-
an anti-evil metal.
Yeah, which is, I mean, there's the whole thing about vampires as evil creatures. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
deny that maybe vampirism began with some evil people.
Like the concept of vampirism itself
Yeah,
is
so
seen as
like,
evil.
To be fair, I mean, you don't understand something, and people like, and there are some people who make a bad name by like randomly kidnapping village people. You're gonna get some like
yeah,
torches
Yeah.
lit up if they don't understand what's happening. Like, it doesn't even matter if it's the fucking Easter Bunny who's kidnapping people. Like, they're gonna think that
oh that
it's evil. So
that just reminds me.
I
About, like,
understand that it's
that just reminds me of that one like YouTube video, which is like someone surprising like kids with like an Easter bunny, except it's the most horrifying costume ever.
Oh my god. I feel
And
like
just
I've
all
seen
the
that.
kids running and screaming in terror as it runs towards them. It's glorious. But yeah,
Yeah.
like considering, you know, like yeah, vampires don't show up in silver. Sure, probably the origins of vampirism have something to do with the evil stuff, but that doesn't mean we all are.
well, that's a big stereotype.
Just because the first few might have been a bit into the big Satan man, that doesn't mean that all of us were, or whatever causes that.
Question from Eliana. What is the material of your chain and the key and chain around your neck if silver's bad?
It's kind of more like a platinum-y sort of thing.
Stainless steel.
Probably
Gotcha.
something along that lines. I never really took the time to think to question the material of it. I didn't have any aversion to it, so it was kind of like, that's just fine.
You just know that it's
Yeah.
kind of silvery, irony, etc. in color, and it didn't kill you. So
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah,
mean-
going back to the last thing.
good.
People tend to villainize things they do not understand. And
Yeah.
I know there's a
You
lot of
think
people.
the Easter Bunny would get no, legitimately, like, that's not a joke. The Easter Bunny would get hunt down if you started just stealing people. Like, it doesn't even matter what his intentions were. If like you don't understand something and it does anything that the human race widely sees as like bad, it'll kill you.
Yeah. Like I know
it.
quite a
No
quite
questions.
a few people in the VTuber community that don't like me. They very much don't like me because of things that I've done that they don't understand, and situations like the Degeneration podcast that people don't understand, so they dislike. It's very complicated stuff.
Yeah, I don't really care about drama. Honestly, networking isn't super important to me. I do this if I even get into that community because it's fun and people can have whatever opinion of me that they want. So long as there are a few people that still enjoy watching me, I'm just going to keep doing what I do.
Yeah, having fun with it is super important because like people who know me a bit more know that I've been on a bit of a hiatus for the past little while.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
I ran to an incident where like I suffer a bit from depression. That's just mental health awareness. But like that kind of caused me to focus on the numbers of it a lot more than I should have. So it
Okay.
took me so it's been taking me a while to kind of just calm down and be like dude, you did it because it was fun. Don't worry about the numbers. It's gonna be okay.
Mhm.
So like that
Bro,
was a big thing with that, but I'm hoping
I think
next
I
week
peaked
to
at
go
4.
back.
Think you peaked at 4?
I think I peaked at 4 or 5 viewers.
Yeah, I mean, you've only streamed like 2 times, and Raymond here has only streamed how many
Like
times?
5 or 6, yeah. That's fair.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I'm where I am. I'm where I am right now, only because I have. Well, yeah, I've just been doing so many things and just like actively like networking and stuff. And networking's like the most important part when you're trying to grow something, because for the past year before I started becoming like a YouTuber and I debuted and everything, I wasn't actually networking. So I
Mhm.
stood still for about almost a year.
Yeah.
So yeah. And yeah. So don't be too hard on yourself.
Yeah, like
That's the
listen,
only
like
thing I
that's
can
kind of like
say.
yeah, kind of like I ended up taking a break for myself just because be like, hey, just get myself back in a good mindset.
And I'm glad you agreed to be on here,
Yeah,
even during your hiatus.
yeah. I've popped in on like a stream or two, kind of just existing as part of it because that way it's like it's not my own stream. It's like I'm not
Mhm.
worrying about the numbers because they're not my numbers to worry about. So it's been good to kind of just do that, enjoy, like rekindle that love of it instead of
Yeah.
feeding into the fear of it more.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good idea.
Well, I thought it was a very good idea myself.
I mean, yeah. That just seems like a very sensible idea for to take a step back, but to be able to still like interact and not just like you're still making content, you're just making it for someone else.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and like
That's how I convince myself to play games to us by just watching other people play and have fun. And I'm like, I want to do it.
yeah,
That
and like
that
I'm
constantly
thinking,
ropes me back in the league, unfortunately.
I have played 1.5 games of League, and I'm very happy I stopped
Yes.
there.
Yes, we're so good. Awesome. I'm glad that you've already accepted that it's a bad game. That makes it
It's
so
not a
much better.
bad game. It's just very unfortunate.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I think that the game itself is very fun, and I think the experience is incredibly enjoyable. I think that there are 2 or 3 people that I don't want to play with, but unfortunately, there are some times where I do, and then I remember why I don't want to play with them.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then there are some times where I turn on the chat, and then I realize why I turned off the chat.
Oh God, did you hate that game?
Basically,
yeah, but we
I'm
all hate
saying
that
the
game.
game's great, but the people who surround it are
Yeah,
shitty. Like, I
yeah.
don't.
Raymond, you were trying to say something?
I think that.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
It is a game where like I have a couple friends who really like it. I have never once been talking to them when they played the game and heard anything good about the game come out of their mouths.
Yeah.
It is a game where
League
like
makes people worse person or people.
we're like one of my friends that are like super into it and have like spent a sizable amount of money on the game. Never sounds
Oh.
happy. Oh,
I think
oh
you
no.
lagged out.
Probably.
Yeah, go ahead.
But he never sounds happy whenever he's playing the game.
Oh, there
and
he
I don't
is.
understand.
Yeah, I understand that notion.
Just like, but like if you aren't happy when you're playing the game, why are you playing
I
the
hate
game?
this game, but I love this game. You know? God, Redeem Hydrate,
Yeah.
thank you. I gotta go for my stream. Great podcast. Have a great rest of the stream. Thank you for showing up, Ellie. Hello, Dodo. Oh god, 200.
Hydrate again. Let's go.
I'm sorry,
Oh god,
I
3.
wasn't listening to the past little bit because I
Oh god,
had to
4.
check something out. What's happening?
Oh god, 5. Oh god.
Dave
Oh
Dodo is
dear.
doing what they do best, and they are waterboarding
me.
Diz.
Oh god.
Oh,
No,
good.
no. If you wanna get into League, but you don't want to be part of a toxic community, go join Haru's server. Cause Haru, or his like group, like the group that plays in there, god, they're the most wholesome fucking people I have ever met. I swear to God.
Hey.
League makes people worse. I think that Connor is a worse person when he plays League.
I mean, he's gotten better. However, yes, you are right.
No, he's like, I can enjoy and hang out with Connor normally. I would not be friends with the person that Connor is when he's playing League. That's not the kind of person that I would make friends with. It's like it brings out the worst in people sometimes.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, it is a game that does like incite rage, essentially.
Losing is incredibly punishing, and winning is incredibly stressful. Unless you're winning really hard or losing really hard.
It's like those like old anti-drug campaign ads, where it's just like the egg, and it's like, this is your brain.
This is
and
your
then
brain.
On League. Kind of.
Fucking frying
Not
pan.
entirely wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, somewhat correct. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. To a certain degree.
Yeah. It's a unfortunate game. Unfortunately.
I don't know. It's fun. I have a lot of fun playing League.
It's why I just play single player games.
Yeah.
I
What
don't
kind
have
of
to
games do
worry
you
about
play?
bad communities.
What kind of games do you play? Let's get into your not only what games do you play on stream, but what kind of games do you play in general?
Lots of Japanese games, if being a VTuber wasn't indicative of that to begin with.
Oh.
Ha, you're a weeb. Ha, we're gonna make you. Come on, laugh, Noel. Ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Bro, Noel sent me an
God.
anime so that I could watch it over my fucking vacation. Come on. We're fine. Same realm.
It's a
It's
good
fine.
anime.
And yeah, I know, man.
Have you
I'm gonna
started
watch it.
Oh,
But
okay.
you sent me an No. I just got here. Like
yeah.
I just got here, I mean I signed into my house at 4 and then put away stuff.
Oh
took
yeah,
a very
you
short
signed
nap,
into your house.
played a ton of
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, okay.
I mean,
Look,
when you're
man,
in the
they took
penthouse,
my
you're like,
code
hey,
and
by the
stuff, and-
way, everyone else, I'm here.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah,
tell your robot
no.
AI that you're there.
Bitch,
It says, "Welcome
look,
back,
secretary
master."
my secretary needs to take notes as to where I am so that she, track. Obviously, look, man, my life hard, okay? She needs to track where I am at like what times so she can plan my schedule and the day or even upcoming hours accordingly. So she needed to know that, I already told her ahead of time, but I'm just, checking the exact time that I'm in. So, since she's like basically next door in another, penthouse or another suite that I own, she's going to like make a list of basically like the best around. She's doing some research. I'm going to do very minimal, but still amount of research to, like what fun are we gonna do? Okay,
Yeah.
don't bother me. Don't bother.
Are we gradually making Finley's character here? We're gradually forming his character.
Bitches. God.
Just incredibly rich. That's their entire character.
You're actually just the secondary character in the millionaire detective. God.
Can
Yeah. So what games do you play? back to the
Yeah.
actual question that we started asking.
So in general, like I said, I was like Japanese side of stuff. Lots of like visual novel-esque kind of games. So, like,
Examples.
Mhm.
Give us
like
examples.
Danganronpa is my favorite game series, hands down. Absolutely love that.
Absolutely respectable.
It is.
I
It
don't
is
share
such
the
a-
same opinion, but I respect that opinion a lot.
You are also entitled to have a differing opinion from me, because that's how opinions work.
No, fuck your opinion.
That is
My opinion is
how
superior.
opinions work. No,
I mean, mine is.
no.
I'm courteous here,
Look.
okay?
I'm saying that is. I'm saying that is a very worthy game series to be called a favorite game series by a lot of people, including yourself. I like that game series a lot, and I think that it's a very good game series.
It- it- it-
Me.
It's been very interesting to like see it have a resurgence recently. Like so many people started been getting into the game series recently,
Oh yeah.
and
Okay.
Definitely.
it used to be that whenever a large enough like channel did a playthrough of it, I'd just watch through the entire full 3 game series again, just because I enjoyed it. I've seen / played each game like 6 or 7 times by this point, but now I can't keep up with all of it because
Wait, even Trigger Happy?
Yep, every single game in the series, because I like to like know how that like content creator enjoyed the first game, how their thoughts on that, so going to the second and the third.
Yeah. Weird.
I do the
But
same
yeah.
thing with music, so I can kind of understand the sentiment.
Yeah, because they're like 40+ hour games
Yeah,
Like 20
except
Yeah.
they're 40+ hour games.
or whatever. The duration of them changes from game to game.
Yeah.
That
Like-
the Zero Escape series, that's very good.
Mm-hmm.
Zero Escape. I feel like I've heard of that.
It's
What is Zero Escape?
it's
Zero
it's slightly less known,
Escape.
but like it's one of those games that's like
Oh,
on the cusp
this.
of like
Oh, okay.
being known but not being known at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like if you're in the Danganronpa area, like you might know it because fun fact, the creators of Danganronpa and the creator of Zero Escape are drinking buddies in real life.
Yeah.
like,
I can
they-
see
they-
the inspiration.
They include little references back and forth to each other on that. But the Zero Escape series is extremely good. It's puzzle rooms as its like main gameplay mechanic, which is just fun.
Yeah,
Steins
I've
Gate,
always
I fucking
heard.
love the interview, Danganronpa interview with the creator. It's so good. Noel, for if you didn't know, there was like an interview done for the anniversary, and the creator's just holding a Monokuma plushie the entire time. And there are so many good quotes, like, I guess you could just say, I'm the god of Danganronpa. Like, it's so good.
there are some like amazing like Japanese game directors. Yoko Taro with like the Nier series. Love
Oh
that.
my God.
He is
Yes.
a legend.
Wait, have you played Nier Automata?
I've seen a playthrough of it. I tried playing it, but my computer could not handle it.
Yeah, I bet. They're remaking the game, so that should be out soon.
Well, Nier Replicant
Oh, that's a
got its
remake?
pre-release.
I thought it was in
I mean, yeah.
game.
No,
Yeah.
they're remaking the port. They're entirely
yeah.
they're basically entirely remaking the port
Okay, so what you're trying to say is that...
because the shit
Shit,
port.
can I still refund? God.
Refund
Oh,
what?
that's gonna be so
Nier
annoying.
Replicant?
No, wait. Is Nier Replicant the new... Is that the new port?
No,
Nier
that's the new
Replicant,
game.
They did a remake.
Okay, so
of
there
the
is a new
original,
game. Okay, never mind.
it-
No.
Wait.
Like
I
Nier
own the
Replicant
original.
is like Nier 1 and Nier Automata is Nier 2, except the games are loosely connected at best.
I thought Nier was the first game. You know,
Yeah,
Nier's the first game.
Yeah. So the first game is
I
Nier
thought
Replicant
Neo was the
or Nier
first game.
Gestalt.
Yeah, Nier is the first game.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
so
I thought
Nier
Neo
Replicant
1
slash
and
Nier
2 were the
Gestalt.
first two games,
What?
right? Yeah. It was Neo, and then it was Neo 2.
Nier.
Nier.
Oh,
I know.
Wait, no. Wait. Hold up.
Like, if we want to get the full
Oh.
technical timeline, it's Drakengard 1, then Nier Replicant slash Gestalt, depending on which version you're playing, then it's Nier.
Yeah.
Because
okay.
Replicant slash Gestalt just tells you which version you're playing. Because Replicant, your main character is the brother of the young girl. In Gestalt, you're the father of that
okay.
character.
I'm getting my confusion. I'm
That is-
understanding my confusion now because
Yeah.
Nier is the game, but in Japan it was released as Nier Replicant
Yeah.
for the
In
PlayStation
Japan,
3.
Yeah. In Japan, they did.
Ah.
They released both Replicant and Gestalt. In the West, they just decided, they don't understand the big brother trope, so we're just gonna port Gestalt. And then with the remake that they made, they ported over Replicant as the
so
official.
Replicant isn't. Oh, because I never looked up anything about Nier Replicant. So Nier Replicant, the new one, is a remake. Oh, that's starting to make a lot more sense.
It is literally the exact same game, except just remade. And the difference between Gestalt and Replicant is just, in Replicant, you're Yona's big brother. In Gestalt, you're her father. That is the only difference. They are the exact same game.
But that's the thing. I have never seen any connection because I played Nier Automata. I never saw any connection to Nier Replicant except for a costume for Kain.
Kaine, I fucking love Kaine. But
okay.
By the way, I don't know anything that you're saying, and I haven't played any of the games, nor have I been spoiled to anything. Fuck all of you. I hate all of you. You guys are bitches.
You should play Nier Automata. It's a very good game. Also, God,
Nier
dude, he's hot,
I'll see if I have time on it.
The connection between the two is that they're set in the same world, except Automata is set like 10,000 years after.
Wait, really?
The first game.
Yeah, because I see the main enemy of Nier Replicant is like these creatures.
Yeah, I won't get into spoilers because there are some heavy spoilers with that. But like,
I see
the basic.
Oh wait, no, I get it. I understand why.
Yeah.
That is, but yeah, no, that is heavy spoilers. Oh my God!
Not played either of the
Melody
games.
and Co.
Stop.
is raiding with a party of 3. Ayo.
Hell yeah.
Melody's
Hello.
raiding.
Yeah, so like,
thank you for the raid.
Welcome to the Degeneration podcast, the podcast for the generation, which
Episode 24.
There's a much bigger intro that I don't want to say. Because it's big. Hi.
Hello, Melody.
Hello. But yeah, like they're it's basically just they're set in the same world except like 10,000 years apart, and there's like one or two characters that blend over, like Emil. But that's
Emil's part of it.
Yeah, Emil's from the first game, and then in Automata, he's just a shop.
Huh.
And like optional DLC stuff, but.
Oh wait, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, that random head.
I never got to like do any of his quests, so I didn't actually like know any. Oh yeah, well I did do the first quest, but he doesn't actually give you any of his actual backstory. He just kind of looks at flowers. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes a lot more sense. Damn.
And those flowers were also important from the first game.
Yeah.
And then if you want to
I don't know any of this stuff.
Okay,
But if you want to get super technical, the joke ending of Drakengard directly leads into the Nier series, which is my favorite thing. Because the joke ending for that game is like, you're fighting these angels, essentially. But like, biblical style angels, where they're fucking terrifying.
Oh, that's where it gets to Adam and Eve? Or no?
Adam and Eve are... That's more a reference than anything.
Oh, fair enough.
But like, in the for the end of like the Drakengard's joke ending, You're riding your dragon whilst fighting this like thing that's birthing all the angels.
What the fuck?
And you go through a portal, and then it's just the best framed thing ever, where you and your dragon are just falling through the air, and the dragon's like, oh, the land of the gods. It zooms out to a cityscape, modern day Tokyo. And then you get shot down by a fighter plane.
What the fuck?
And that directly leads into the first Nier game.
You're
I've never.
The events,
Oh my God.
the events of Nier are put into place because you and a thing birthing angel things die in the real world and bring magic into it.
I would have never guessed that
fucking
because that has nothing to do with the actual like lore of Nier Automata.
Like, yeah, it had, like Nier
it's
Automata
really
is
weird.
so far removed from that has nothing
so
to do with
far
it.
removed. What the
But
fuck?
it actually legitimately has direct and story relevant implications on the original Nier game.
Oh my god.
And it is the dumbest thing. I love it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Melody. Yeah, you did get a gifted sub. But yeah, let's get off the
God,
Nier topic so that we can
imagine if,
actually be
like-
relevant to Finley.
Yeah, sorry
If,
about
like,
Doing-
the
also, Raymond, I have a
Resident
surprise
Evil
for you.
dog
Melody has
ending?
a surprise for you, Raymond.
Like, imagine if like Resident Evil somehow like was series by series, and it was a continuous story or something, and the dog ending led to the next game.
Pretty
Like,
much,
the
yeah.
fuck.
The dog ending's great.
The dog ending is no. Don't get me wrong. The dog ending is amazing. You go through the entire game, and
My
like
sipping emotes back. Pause.
it's a fucking dog. It's so good, and I love the reaction of Leo. Or what the fuck is his name again? Leon, right? Too, but
I thought it was.
it's I don't know.
I don't know. I need to get back. I need to get more into Resident Evil. I watched Markiplier's gameplay of Resident Evil 7. Was the last one that came out?
Though the one with the
7 was
dummy
Biohazard. 8 is new. 8's
no,
coming out,
7.
or 8 already came out.
Then
Okay.
7. No, not mommy. Not mommy.
It's the newest. Okay.
It was House or something.
I finished.
I don't know.
Yeah, I finished 7. It's legitimately really good. Play it.
I wished a bit of his gameplay. I didn't get to finish the playthrough, but hopefully I'll watch it back.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, 7's actually really good. It's not super long,
Village has mommy. Yes,
honestly.
yes.
Like
yes,
I
it does.
finished it in like 8 hours, 7 or 8 hours. And you can finish it in a lot shorter. I just took the long way around. Yeah. It's not a long game. It's just there's a lot to it, I guess.
Yeah.
And it is exciting the entire way. Like there's nothing dull unless you're trying to like find everything.
I only remember
like,
like the first,
bitch,
like
like, you need-
hyper old games, like watching my
Mhm.
cousins play them at their house, and I barely remember
Okay.
anything about them. That wasn't really my thing. My thing was more BioShock.
Which
So,
one? 1, 2, or
I believe
Infinite?
the first one.
Okay.
Either the
okay.
first one or the second one. The one where you're playing as the
Okay.
Big Daddy.
Second.
Yeah, that's the second one. Oh yeah, it was the second one. though.
First one.
It was on PlayStation. BRB,
Right,
I
the
got to
first
say,
one,
say hello
you're-
to
you're
Ellie
trying
Chan
to
and say
fight-
that her, call her cute. Oh yeah, go call her cute.
First one, you're trying to fight against. Jesus, the day has come where I forgot his name. Wow.
For a minute
Oh,
there, I
Andrew
thought
Ryan.
you were saying that you fought
Andrew
like
Ryan. Yeah.
Jesus in the first game. And I was just like, I mean, that's a way to finish a game off.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
so good. But
I actually do have
then
a. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
haven't ever played the second game, and I don't know anything about it. I only played First and Infinite.
Oh, fair enough. I actually have all of the games in my library. All of the BioShock
Well, yeah,
games in my
ours-
library, not downloaded, because I'm planning on playing them for the stream at some point. But I have so many games queued.
Oh wait, have you played Infinite?
I have not played Infinite. Actually, I don't even think I
Jesus.
have Infinite.
Legitimately,
And also,
it's.
I
Look.
don't like Infinite.
I
because
need
it's
you to
different than
elaborate.
it's different than what I remember as a kid, and that is the only reason I don't like it.
It's legitimately amazing. Like, I'm not joking. It's my favorite out of the, well, only two, I guess, that I've played.
Also, the characters that I've seen
But
from it are
keep in
pretty
mind,
hot. I'm not gonna
keep in
I'll
mind
hold you.
that the best Bioshock game, ironically, is not Infinite, nor is it 1 or 2. It's Infinite's DLC of Rapture. I'm completely serious.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
The DLC version of Rapture is the most unique out of, well, I guess unique in that it changes literally everything in the Bioshock games.
They're deemed
And
big Diz. Well, okay, I'm big now. Give me 1 sec.
it's actually really good. I like both parts. At first, you'll like the second part probably more, but in retrospect, the first part is really good. It's like the best part. It's a lot of the good, maybe not the best of Infinite, but a lot of the good. And the second part is just, it's just a masterpiece.
Big
It's
Diz
just really
Puck.
good.
I see.
Oh, and yeah, it's split into 2 parts for a reason, but you won't know that until you get to the end of the first, I guess.
Yeah. The only characters I know in Bioshock Infinite are Elizabeth and Anna DeWitt. Because they're hot.
Anna DeWitt?
Anna DeWitt. Yes.
That is fucking hilarious.
And that is I'm only saying
legitimately
I'm
funny.
only saying that as her name because that's what it says on Google. But Annabelle DeWitt is
God,
the
that's
actual
so
name,
funny.
but they have her
Oh my
labeled
God.
as
Oh, okay.
Anna. Just
Okay,
Anna.
wait, have you played the game?
No, I have not, obviously.
No, I mean, have you played the sorry, I forgot your full name.
Disaster?
No. Other. I forgot his full name.
Whose full
To
name?
address him courteously.
Oh, Raymon.
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 Yeah.
Raymon Parvis Aurele Kastille.
Oh, okay.
Raymon Parvis Arle Kastille.
Just call him Raymond, please.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Please.
Raymond, have you played Bioshock Infinite?
No, I have.
God, well then you don't see how funny the situation is. I'm so sad.
Why is the situation funny, Finley?
It's so fucking funny. It's no. That's actually a major spoiler for the game. But it is so fucking funny that this is the situation that you're in. And I really want you to play Infinite now so that you can find out why that's funny.
Does she go by
Anyway,
like a different name or something?
What?
Does she go by like a different name?
No. Anyway, the Booker DeWitt. So let's see. I don't know. Just play the game. It's fun.
Hmm.
Hell,
Annabelle Watson.
it's not even. By the way, it's not even connected. I thought I should mention the 2 game or the 1 and 2 have their own universe from Infinite. They're completely separate, so you can play them in whatever order you want. 1, 2, Infinite, or Infinite 1, 2. Don't do 2, 1. You dumb bastard.
Wait, what? Oh no, I'm
Like,
gonna play
don't
them in
do
order. I'm gonna play them in order.
Okay.
Let's see.
Like in order of release.
It doesn't appear during the events of the game. I see.
Wait, what are you reading?
I'm reading the wiki
For what?
for Annabelle DeWitt.
Why the fuck are you doing that?
Why wouldn't I?
Bro, you're spoiling yourself for the game.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to figure out what was hilariously funny. But no, I only read like that out loud. So yeah, no. The only reason I know about her is from Off-Brand. So
Yes.
yeah.
So
There's
you're
a lot
saying
of
that you
Off-Brand
only know Anna and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Although I see you're a man of culture that uses the phrase off-brand.
Yes. Yes, I'm I'm a man of
Okay.
culture and of much research. I'm part of the science team.
Oh yes, the science team. Very good, very good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the science team that you guys speak of is.
It's a very
Project
scientific
Melody,
team.
of course.
Like much like Rick and Morty, you really need a high IQ to understand the science team.
Yeah, you really do. You need like
If-
300 IQ.
If you don't have
to
a
understand the
theoretical,
science team.
if you don't have a grasp of theoretical physics, most of the stuff that goes on with the science team will just go right over your head. Really.
Yeah, even PhDs
I'm gonna
barely know
have
what's
to-
going on.
I'm gonna have to call my. I guess I have to call my professionals then. My IQ is only somewhere in the 150 range. I can't. I'm just not smart enough. Who can I call?
Ghostbuster.
Probably. No, but no, they're busy.
Sorry about that.
Actually, I think that CERN would help. Maybe.
Oh,
CERN.
Yeah.
My Steins Gate sensors are going off.
oh God.
Got
Got a couple of funny guys here.
Steins Gate.
You
I
fool.
love Steins Gate.
Well, I mean, they'd help. They'd certainly help in this situation. I'm not sure that they would. I mean, they're intelligent. They're just not. Look,
There's only one thing I know about
They know
Steins Gate.
people,
It's a couple of
okay?
cuties.
They know people. They have people, elite operatives, who can extract information from people who are not willing to give me information.
Neat.
Indeed.
I only know a few things about Steins Gate, and that's a couple of cuties.
Okay.
Specifically,
Well,
a
you know
girl
what?
and a quote-unquote girl.
Oh, well, you know what?
Ah,
That's literally
yes.
what the game is about.
Yes.
I'm not even joking.
Wait,
like,
what? What
the
did you
game.
say?
Okay.
The game is about what?
Raymond?
Hello?
Can I say
Are you there?
what?
Oh, yeah, you're here.
Yeah, I think we're all here.
Hi.
Yeah, huh?
Okay,
what
who
were you
are you
saying?
talking? Raymond was saying something.
Oh, he just mentioned a not girl. I'm like, ah, yes, Lukaku, very good.
Yeah.
You said, what were you saying the game was about?
Okay, the game. All right. You can't tell anyone this, right? Steins Gate fans will get mad.
Mm-hmm.
Cover your ears.
No, I'm listening. I'm gonna find out what you're gonna say
no,
about this.
their science game. Oh no. Their funny science game.
Well, whatever. The game Steins Gate
Oh,
is
jeez.
about a really smart guy manipulating time so he can get as many waifus as possible.
Based.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's
pretty
the
fair.
truth.
That's pretty fair.
Based. Oh my God.
We
Am I wrong?
We
Am I fucking
stand
wrong?
Ho and Kiyoma in
Yo,
this.
I gotta
Am I
watch
wrong?
the animation.
He is a time traveling Chad getting as many waifus as he can.
It's like Helltaker,
He's
except he doesn't go to hell.
Literally, he's finding the timeline that gives him as many waifus as he can. Like,
It's honestly true.
That actually sounds pretty Chad. I gotta watch the animation then.
it's oh no. Like it's portrayed as much more dramatic, but if you break it down, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
like
I see.
As a fan of the games, you're right. You're right.
yeah.
Oh my God.
It's awesome, by the way. It legitimately is. If you want to play the visual novel, it's a visual novel. You're going to be there a while.
Yeah.
But if you want to just watch the anime, which is basically the expedited version, it's also pretty good. Whatever makes you happy, honestly.
It's one of those things. Like I've heard that I still need to watch anime, but I've heard it's really good, and I can assume that it is based off that.
Yeah. I've
Just
heard it's
because
good
of the
Mhm.
fact that like there is so much content in the game, which while it does add to the story in ways, is entirely unnecessary to actually enjoy it.
Yeah, I haven't. Got to be honest, I've only seen a portion of the game and just watched the anime a few times.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I'm a fake fan, but I mean, the anime is just really good, man.
yeah, I need to check out the anime because I've heard really good things about it, and it would
I've
just be
only
a
heard
good way
good
to
things
refresh
about it, too.
myself on the story.
It's legitimately really good. I'm pretty sure it doesn't leave anything out, but I don't play the game, so I'm not sure. But it's a complete story. There aren't many plot holes, and it's I don't know. It has good animation, good voice acting. It's just good.
It has the absolute Chad line. Hey, I am mad scientist.
So
He's so cool.
cool!
Son of a bitch.
Oh god, that is the only thing I know about that anime.
It is such a magnificent line, and it encapsulates that character's personality perfectly.
God.
Yeah. I gotta be honest. Like, I also really like that one scene where he's unsure as to how to. Actually, is that a spoiler? I don't know whether or
I
not that
don't
is.
know, man.
So
Usually what I mark for spoiler territory of that game is once you get to the second half of the game, and you know what I mean by the second half.
it's kind of part of the second. It's where he starts to be very unsure of himself.
Yeah.
And it's where he starts to kind of devolve. Is that the second?
Yeah. That's also a very good, like, non-spoiler way of putting it.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay,
Second
I'm
act
just gonna
goes
not
crazy.
say anything then. But it was just a scene from there. I'm not sure how. Technically, it is plot relevant, but it's just funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess we can talk about it later.
Yeah.
What other
Very much
games?
like it.
What other games?
That's
Do you play
true.
what
other
multiplayer games do you play actually?
Multiplayer game.
Yeah.
That is the good question because I don't play a lot of multiplayer. Minecraft, I guess, is like the most multiplayer game that I play consistently.
Ah, okay.
Very, very good game.
Do you play
Smash Bros.
vanilla? Do you play modded? What do
I usually play Minecraft with Optifine, so vanilla, but just runs nicer.
Yeah.
Vanilla Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, like the Origins mod has been pretty popular, so I've been considering like, giving that more of a shot.
Origins is just straight fun. Like,
Yeah,
it's really just like it's too much change to be called Vanilla Plus. But I don't know. I feel like
It's very
not
simple.
into the extreme modded. Yeah, it's not into the extreme modded category till you start adding all the extra origins like the Phantom and the
Phantom's part of the
Creeper.
There's some broken combos though. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
like Explorer Vampire. Remember when we had to ban Vampire because of Explorer?
Yeah. Basically, there was a interesting thing. So Explorer has it so that you don't lose saturation while like sprinting. It's pretty
You don't
simple,
lose
right?
hunger while sprinting.
Hunger. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hunger while sprinting. Vampire's weakness is, they need to drink blood, right? As you know. But the meter that you have doesn't go down with Explorer.
Also, they gain buffs if they're at full hunger.
So they're at
like
full
extreme
power
buffs
forever. Yep, full power forever, no problems.
Mm-hmm.
An actual immortal, unkillable god instead of just semi-immortal, very killable, but like a little less than a human.
Out of the ones that I've seen, Phantom is the one that grabs my attention the most.
Oh yeah, able to pass through walls by pressing a button. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and like
it consumes hunger a lot, so you have to keep a lot of food on you. But it's it's very useful. Like, genuinely, it's a very useful ability. It's just turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off.
Yeah,
It's invisibility on demand as well.
it's like I think the main appeal for me is just the fact. Well, I mean, for the mod in general, is just the fact like it doesn't add new blocks. It doesn't add new like it doesn't add anything intense. It just changes how you play the game.
Yeah. My
Also-
favorite way to play the game is to become someone's maid, because I can pick Catboy and cook, and I can make the best food in the game.
Okay, so
And I just
Perfect.
get straight buffs. However, I can't
Whoa.
mine unless I have strength potions.
Or
yeah,
should I say
felines is that they can't break
Perfect.
a stone block if it's next to another stone block have strength.
And all similar blocks count as stone blocks.
yeah, like I assume like granite and andesite.
Like diorite,
Granite,
yeah.
Granite, andesite, also including netherrack.
So
And all
basically,
similar
can't
objects.
go normal mining, like maybe able to go into a cave, right?
Yeah.
But
You're able
can't
to
go normal
kinda-
mining
Yeah.
so long as they don't have a strength potion on them, which means that they need blaze rods.
Which means that priests are the best
they
friend.
they need an assistance. But it's straight buffs besides that, like basically immunity to creepers, extra jump heights.
Creepers
speed.
are no longer an issue. You jump 3 blocks high. You have permanent night vision unless you're underwater.
Yeah.
You're just faster in general because of the jump boost. And yeah.
Yeah. Sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would hire you on as a maid.
Yeah. Except
what
the
was
main character that I had was not only a Nazi, not the traditional Nazi, but like
Hellstar.
it basically just a Helsing Ultimate reference.
That's what it was.
Nazi Catboy.
Schrödinger!
Yeah. Nazi
very
Catboy
Yes,
based on
the
Schrödinger.
Schrödinger.
And but he was also a clone.
Have you finished Helsing, by the way?
I have not. I've been too busy watching all
Come
the other anime
on,
that I was
Finn,
Hellsing is
watching.
such a good anime.
Spoil. I can't
Yeah.
spoil Schrödinger then.
Yeah,
You
I know
little
what
bitch.
he is. Isn't he like a
No,
mortal?
that's yeah.
I mean,
Not-
if you know his namesake, that helps a little bit.
Yeah, he really does.
Yeah, but no. It's more like a thing as later. But oh well.
Yeah, I need to get back into that because I just
I-
finished
it's
Millionaire
10
Detective,
episodes,
and
man.
God, Millionaire Detective
10
is really
episodes.
good. But I understand why it didn't become popular because it came out
into
last year, and
Yeah.
if you know what else came out last year, yeah, came out spring last
Yeah.
year. I think same time as Attack on Titan. So yeah, you can tell why this anime didn't become popular. And there's no off-brand of it. There's no hentai of it. Except I think
Yeah.
maybe like one yaoi image I found. But I'm not really into yaoi, so.
I gotta be honest. Helsing before
happened?
we step off. The Helsing thing again before we. I really love that ending scene. Not like the ending scene. I mean like the scene at the climax.
Yeah. Hellsing's just
Really
so
good.
It's such
just
a good
so
anime.
good.
Yeah, the first episode
It's
was
so
super good. I only watched
Like,
the
yeah,
like all-
absolutely.
God.
Like
It's
all my
cut
things
very
like my like follower like notification, all that stuff, they're all a la carte gifts. All of them.
Oh yeah. I bet.
Makes sense. I mean, like, he's not incredibly reactive, but there are some
Have you
good
seen
ones.
some of his faces? He's got some good faces.
No. I'm saying he's not incredibly reactive all the time like a normal anime character, but he has some good reactions.
Yeah.
Like,
Also the abridged series is so good.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
absolutely.
The
What's the card man's name again?
Toblecana de la Handra.
Exactly.
Or the
The fight
Dandy
with
Man.
him, Dandy Man, that's what it was. It was so fun. I loved that fight.
It is.
Dandy Man fight was great.
God. First, I want to preface this with: do you listen to Nerdcore, by any chance?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, okay. Well, like anime rap and stuff. But one of my favorite anime rap songs is what got me into Hellsing. It's the Hellsing abridged ultimate song "Walk" by DPS. It's very good.
Okay.
It's the one I sent you, Finley. But yeah.
Oh, so it's a reference to the Midnight Walk thing. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go for a walk.
Very enthusiastic walk.
Yes, it was a very enthusiastic one.
Also,
He
the
said-
voice actor for him is Takahata 101, who
Yeah, well, you
is
know
a
what?
bass Chad.
Look.
Taka
Just
is so
watch-
great.
Okay. I'd say watch the original series, like Hellsing Ultimate,
Mhm.
then watch the abridged series. Both of them are fantastic in entirely separate ways.
Yeah, like
Like the original one is completely dramatic and like really good. Alucard is completely opposite of what he is in the abridged series, but like it's great regardless. And Hellsing abridged is almost a comedy in a way. It's legitimately fun in a lot of places. It's incredibly well cut. Obviously, it's shorter. There are a ton of really good jokes, and Alucard is a blast to watch.
yeah, like it's something where like for the preface for people, the first 2 or so episodes of the abridged series did not age well.
No,
Oh,
Like I remember watching like their like anniversary like full deep
I
dive
watched
on
the
it,
entire.
and they're like, yeah, we've grown a bit as writers.
I see.
Well, to be fair, they made Hellsing. In perspective, Noel, they made Hellsing about once an episode every year.
Oh my god.
So they've grown
Holy
every
shit.
year.
It was
Like,
their Halloween
they
special.
literally make an episode a year.
Oh.
It's a Halloween special every year. So
At
since they
half the
first
time
started,
released like halfway
And
through
in-
November.
Entire year goes by.
yeah, you know
and
when
make
they
a second
started
episode.
Dragon Ball, you know when they started like the Dragon Ball like abridged,
Yeah.
like the original episode, around there, all the way up until like 2 years ago is when they finally did the last episode for Hellsing Abridged.
Jesus.
Like
Or
whenever
one year.
whenever an
One of
episode
those.
came out, it was an event.
There's a whole
Regardless,
event.
trip.
God,
It was
the only,
a trip.
The only quote that I know that I don't even know what the original clip is from. I just heard reactors who I heard listen to the song quote it. So it might not even be an accurate quote, but it's apparently from the abridged. It's "Bitch, I eat people."
Bitch, I eat people.
That's from
that's
it's
from
great.
the second episode, I think.
That's abridged. That's
Yeah, that's
is that? No.
What?
He it was being. It was. I think it was the Valentine's, right?
No, it was the video.
Was it?
It was the episode after the Dandy Man, because he found out that there were Nazis, and she's like,
Right.
it's like, well,
Right. No, that's the fourth, I think.
yeah, that's the fourth.
Yeah, that's the fourth. Because he found out for a fact that they were Nazis after the Valentine's.
Because the first episode was Anderson. The second
First episode was introduction.
The second one
Yeah.
was the Valentine brothers. Then it was
Was
the
it?
Dandy Man.
No. I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was the Dandy Man. It might have been. It might have been that way.
I have rewatched. I've rewatched the series a bit too many times.
I need to.
Never
I need
mind,
to watch
then.
this series.
Yeah, no, I'm not entirely confident in it. So if you're more confident in that timeline, then I'm just wrong.
And then the fourth episode, which is the one immediately after
Okay.
the Dandy Man, where they're coming back from Brazil, had the like, you obviously haven't seen this. What I've done to the statue of Big J.
Right. Okay, now I got it. Yeah.
Oh
on
my
like the Brazil.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
It was great.
God, I have seen a clip of the abridged. It's a one I found on YouTube that was like, this is my favorite clip, where it's, I killed him. Huh. Well, you completed one step. What about the other 10? Or some shit
I
like
chopped
that.
off his head. I
Where's
chopped. Yeah, I
Chopped off his
head.
bloody head. Or some shit like that.
Oh, well, that's step through 1. What about 2 through 10? Ah, Christ!
2 through 9, I think.
You
Jesus
done
Christ.
goofed.
You done goofed.
How the blood-soaked Protestant hell did you do that? Fuck you, that's how.
God.
It's great.
God, it's
I-
great.
I have too many lines memorized.
Team
No,
4 stars
I
of-
love this.
is
I love the
so
psychic
good.
decapitated head bit. Like, police go, put me between your boobs.
You already know that.
Yeah.
Do they
And
rewrite
then,
it?
and then
No.
the best part,
Oh
the
my
best
God.
part is like, put me between your boobs, and then like, entirely not even hearing him at all. She like hugs his head into his boobs, and then
Oh my God.
very
Yeah,
good.
she's like being all sentimental, like master.
with like the full muffle and everything.
Oh my God. That sounds great.
I want you to do it.
Good. Now put me between your legs.
And then,
Oh my
and
God.
then he gets knifed.
Yeah, it's so sad. Regardless, the abridged series is like legitimately hilarious, and the original series is like the epitome of an action horror shonen. No, not shonen. Obviously, it's too gory for that. Action horror anime. It's really good.
And like, it also just, I'm like I'm not sure if it's like pseudo philosophical or whatever, but they have some really like intense like questions and moments with that kind of stuff.
No. I think it's supposed to be philosophical. Like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to, like, you're supposed to take something away from it. At least one of its many messages or questions that it poses.
Yeah. I just keep on forgetting like how quickly these attack on the series.
God.
We've been talking about Helsing for the past 15 minutes, I think.
I mean, yeah. I was
It's
just
worth
surprised with how
maybe.
short it was. Like, it's like 12 episodes or some shit.
But no. But you don't
10
understand.
episodes
Each
And
episode
like
is like,
long episodes.
yeah. They're
Yeah, that's fair.
about an hour each. Like,
That's fair.
that reason why Helsing abridged
Oh, I
is,
thought that was
like,
just the first episode. Because Rising the Shield
No,
Hero
no,
did
no.
that same thing, where the first episode was an hour long and the rest of them were normal.
Nope. All
them
of the episodes for Helsing, I think, are there 10 episodes?
Yeah, there are 10 episodes, and that's why.
Yeah,
and
10.
then each of the abridged episodes is 1-to-1 for another episode of the actual show.
Right.
Okay.
So it's just the abridged version is like a fourth of the size per episode, while the original is an hour each. So, I mean, take what you will. Abridged version changes a lot, and it is an entirely different feel. But I'd say almost equally as good as the original, if not arguably as, just in an entirely different way. But the original is legitimately a really good trip. I recommend watching it.
Like, if you
Just
want,
be aware, that's the equivalent of 30 normal anime episodes.
Well, no.
It's actual length.
It's like 24.
Okay. Yeah, well,
But-
24, whatever.
like,
And
it's
Actually,
something
episodes
like,
no,
the equivalent
actually,
of 24.
you're a little closer to right, actually, because episodes are 24 minutes long, and yeah, you get where I'm going
Anyway.
with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, like if you want like a more serious story that has like that's a lot more intense and a bit more like and more on the philosophical side, the original is
Where to go.
is the great one for that. If you want a little
Absolutely.
more lighthearted comedy in it instead of and like still like silly like really really cool themes and stuff, but like you want more lighthearted comedy, a bit more like shonen-y, where it's action and comedy instead of just action.
Mhm.
Then
Yeah.
the abridged series is very
Police go. He's getting away. Police go, shoot him.
Take the shot.
Take the shot. Take the shot. There, I took the bloody shot.
He's
My
dead.
God.
There's blood everywhere. Oh, you're just trees.
That's the kind of lines that you're gonna expect from Abridged.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I've watched
it's still a
four-star stuff
great story,
before.
but it's a lot less serious. Yeah,
I
yeah.
know
It's
if you
good.
look deep into your heart, which is currently all over that tree, you'll find a way to forgive me.
Jesus.
That's yeah, no, the first episode of the Abridged has, I mean, it has some really good quotes, but overall it is a little lackluster, especially when you look at like episode like 7 or 8
Yeah.
or hell even 10. Like, there's some good shit.
Like
That's some woohoo shit.
it also like of course like there's that many years of writing experience in between them.
Exactly.
But like the first one also relies a bit more on like shock edgy humor because
Yeah.
it's the bloody one, so of course they're gonna use that. And then
Yeah.
they
Of
went
course.
on
Like,
to realize that like there's a way to
this
do that
isn't
dark
Dragon
humor
Ball. Like,
without
we don't
making
have to
sound-
take this as, or we can take this like a little darker. We can, this is Hellsing, you know, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. And like
But they
as-
really, yeah, they.
yeah. As they went on, they learned to take that dark humor without being as tone deaf as they were in the first.
There
one.
we go. Yeah. To mix some comedy with the very, very gruesome tone of Hellsing, very well.
Yeah.
I love the rally the church scene. Gosh, it's so fucking good. The Salvation Army.
Oh fuck, bro. Or like
Oh fuck, bro, we gotta get out of here.
or the temple at Zion. Oh, I love them.
Oh my god.
Like, and they're sure you worship Jesus Christ. For killing Nazis, I'll worship beside the bacon.
What?
With the Southern Baptist Church. Yeah.
Oh, that.
What?
We've got a few crosses in the back.
Oh god.
Jim, you got a few crosses? Yeah, about a few. Yeah, we got a few.
Southern American. I see.
So, Jebediah brought a few crosses in his truck to burn.
Oh my god.
Jebediah,
I feel like I've said Southern American quite a few times on this podcast.
How
Hi,
many
I
crosses
am.
we got to burn? About a
Southern
few.
American.
About a few.
Nice to meet you, by the way. My
Thank you
origin
for-
is actually from Texas. I've been a Texan my entire life. Hence why I'm so rich. But anyway, that's
Thank you
another
for
story.
Swinging by. Oh.
God, fuck all
What's
these
that?
country people. Swear to God.
God, I don't know.
That was
That
bullshit. It's all these fucking
Uh,
country people. Just get in
But-
my Chicago real quick.
I think my favorite like running thing that they do with that is that they just dunk on the Nazis all the time. And
Alright,
like there's even
well-
a line where like the person who's in charge of them is like, "Oh wow, all these Nazis are dying. Who gives a shit? They're Nazis." When he himself
Yeah.
is one. And it's just
Alright.
like
Yeah.
We're going into
constantly
ad time for 15 seconds. So,
Given, yeah.
excuse me.
all right.
Actually, can I do 5 seconds? Can I just do 5 seconds of ads? Yeah, okay. All right. We'll be right back with these commercial breaks.
Do, 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 do. Banana.
I'm a charge in my attack.
No! Do we have a visitor? Yes, Guru. Take his coat. I don't have
He doesn't have a coat.
He doesn't
Also, I
have a
think
coat, sir.
one who's
We're just
slaughtering
gonna
our
go-
people.
We're just gonna need to wipe out our entire race. No!
Don't take his coat.
Taka is a legend, and I love him.
It's so good.
Like
That's Dragon Ball.
he's
Abridged, by the way.
Guru, he's Nappa, he's Alucard.
God.
Like, he can play so many different characters, but
Yeah, like-
he exudes a level of straight goofiness. Like, being able to play the character as serious as any other, but at all times just kind of like not taking it too seriously.
Oh, have you
I don't
seen
know.
his streams?
No.
Oh god, you should
Boy.
watch his streams.
No.
Or at least
Don't
look
go
on
to
his
the horny
Twitter for
tail.
his clips. He has very good clips.
My
Okay.
favorite one is still from like his first or second stream, which is the horny jail clip.
Oh, I have not seen
Yo,
it.
do you know what they do in horny jail?
Oh wait, I
They
have seen that clip.
breed.
They reproduce.
They breed.
God. I saw one of today. He posted it today. He was playing Yakuza where he was punching people, but every time he would punch someone, he'd yell something about stocks.
I think I saw that. I just didn't actually like turn the volume on. I'm gonna have to go grab that one at some point to watch.
He said, "Joke's on you. I bought AMC at $10," and then he punched him.
It is
God, Takahata calling out my bad trading investments.
it honestly like I remember like there's a thing also like in like the Hellsing like anniversary special they're talking about like him in the writing room and they're like like when it comes to writing he does like so much good stuff but they're like we have to like tone him in sometimes we have to like reel him in sometimes like okay like let's pump a break on that one a bit and let's see if we can like refine it a bit more instead of just because he is extremely good at improv and just going off the wall whenever.
Oh yeah.
No. It's just like he's incredibly good at jokes and really good at like writing all of this like the punchlines. He's really good at it, and even the small tangents. But like it is necessary to stop him before several minutes of the episode get taken up with something that is not necessary or going to advance the plot whatsoever.
There's like a D&D show that I watched that he's one of the players in. And I feel like that's like the perfect environment for him because like there's other players there to rein him in, but he can just. But the best thing is that like the characters run a tavern, and part of it is that they have a hiring process where they hire people to work in their tavern, and it sounds boring, but it's one of the most fun parts of the entire campaign. And he plays an orc, and they hired a barmaid who is also an orc. And during the entire interview, his character is just dead silent. And it seems like really nervous whenever he has to speak. And everyone's like, "Oh, his character's in love. This is great. This is amazing." And then like after the interview, one of the NPCs comes up and is like, no, like it's really scary. No one like there's another orc and like you kind of feel like he's like, no, you don't understand. She's just so goddamn ugly. And just the entire like build up of like his character seems like such like in love, nervous, and it's just like no, he's trying really hard just to not call her up. And like it works really well because it's it played directly on the entire thing about how like, oh, of course they're two orcs, so of course he's gonna fall in love with her. No, he falls in love for a goblin. That's
I see.
Which got revealed in the best way because there's a part where they basically just had to all say secrets at some point to like power something up, and just he shouts out like, "I'm in love with Scobbles," and like the DM actually had to pause and be like, "Is that serious or was he joking?" Because like it came so out of left field. It's like no, like in character that is 100% true. It's like oh okay, let's go.
Oh my.
Okay. Yeah, no. I need to watch that campaign then.
The Unexpectables. Check it out.
Oh. Also, I did notice that you play D&D.
Yes, I do.
Oh god, we're gonna get to D&D.
I don't know why.
You guys are literally the exact same person. I have said this.
Wait,
no. For some reason, Noel seems to think that I'm the same person as the people that we bring on. Maybe it's because of my variety of character and the very small snapshot of character that he gets from another person, and I am able to relate to a lot of different people.
Okay, no. Not as much as like Roar,
that I am the same.
or like not as much as like Roar, or like who else did I say you were like? Yeah, who else did I say you were like?
I don't know.
I said you were similar to Roar.
And
let me look back at the episodes, because I say to you you're similar to a few people, but
I have to ask though then, what version of D&D do you tend to play?
Sorry, one more time.
What version of D&D do you tend to play the most?
I haven't been able to play any other version but 5. Keyword is I haven't been able to.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Fair enough, yeah. It's one things like 5 is
Yeah.
the most common one. I am particular to Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Which
I
technically
can understand that.
It's
A lot more
3.5.
streamlined. Streamlined is 5. Sorry, I meant it's a lot more streamlined than 3.5.
Yeah, Pathfinder is a lot of. I've actually for some people offline, I've been building a campaign. That's I just by like coincidence, I have a folder open to like all the character tokens and like all that stuff right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like to do homebrew stuff instead of like doing like pre-made campaigns. So yeah,
I have a feeling you'd be very particular to worlds.
I think homebrew is very good for 2 things. It's very good for short campaigns if used excessively, or when used somewhat often but very like cautiously, long campaigns. I think that homebrew is great, but I think that homebrew, like, obviously to a certain point, should not exceed.
Well, like by homebrew, I mean
I don't know, a certain level.
Yeah, by homebrew, I mean like I don't use like modules and I don't use official campaign settings. I make my own campaign setting.
In mind, no, it's completely different from what I assumed you meant. Yeah. No. Obviously, yeah, writing your own campaign. Yeah, we all do that.
Oh, by the way, 5 minute
I've only run one module.
Oh, 5 minutes?
Oh.
Jeez, time has flown.
I've only run Curse of Strahd. Like, that's to play D&D. That's where I learned to run D&D. In the exact same fucking thing, Curse of Strahd. And then I just started playing. We continued our characters from Curse of Strahd, and I figured it out as I went along.
Yeah.
And that was it.
I have to say, my favorite like idea I've had for a 5e character was Hugh Man Pearson, which was a warlock character that would be like flavored for ease of stats and stuff as a tiefling or a human, but they're actually a really, really minor demon, and instead of like getting their powers from a patron, they're just trying to learn how to do the powers themselves, but they just really suck.
Okay.
And like
so that's why it's like that explains the max level. Like, fair enough, yeah.
And they're just like, yes. Someone's like, what's your name? Hugh Man Pearson. Yes, that is my name.
Interesting.
This is meant to be more of a jokey character, but I love them.
No.
Huh?
I thought Human Jones or like human, something more like. Well, I don't know, a last name that's more basic.
Well, Pearson kind of sounds like person, so it's human person.
Yeah. Pearson.
Actually, I didn't get that either, so that makes sense.
There you go. It's just human person.
Human Pearson.
Yeah.
Man spelled with 2 N's.
That is my name.
Manco. If fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight.
You must fight.
Sun Tzu said that.
And I think he knows a little
more about you than fighting.
He invented it.
God. Yeah, I've only.
And then he perfected it.
No other man can best him in the Ring of Honor.
Oh my God.
And then he herded 2 of every animal onto a boat. And then he beat the ever-living ring of rap of every single one of them.
Like crap out of them.
God.
And then that's why whenever a bunch of animals are brought together, it's called a zoo.
Called a zoo.
It's a farm.
God.
Like a rip to Rick May. He taken from the world too soon, but I fucking love Soldier.
God.
Soldier is just easily one of the best. I think that if you hear 3 of Soldier's voice lines, hell, if you hear 1 of Soldier's voice lines, that isn't just like one word, you will be able to tell exactly who Soldier is. And I think that's impressive.
It's very, very indicative of his like full character.
So we should all be fine as long as no one teleports any more bread. Question. What is it?
What is?
I teleported bread. How much? I have done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
I've done nothing but teleport bread for 3 days.
Where were you sending it?
God.
In TF2, I was always a medic main though, just because I can't aim, so I heal instead.
Why would you do that? You told me to.
You told me to. I fucking.
God. Hold on.
Or just when they're all getting their shit wrecked by the bread monster. I teleported bread.
God.
I don't know. I particularly like Sniper just like shooting normal ass bullets at it.
Oh yeah.
One of them actually working and him still thinking that he's helping before he gets fucking wrecked.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Like I can understand like, I don't know, heavy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most people, what are doing? Soldier, but like Sniper thinks that he's helping.
Well, that's the thing.
So
his gun is not using particularly large bullets either.
I mean, like he does help. Like he has like save 1 or 2 people from like his big death.
That's true.
Kind of have to look at like the animation a bit more because they don't really call attention to him a lot, which makes sense because he's the sniper.
Yeah, I think my favorite Meet the video is probably Engineers. There's all the chaos around him. He's just like,
the way,
buddy, I'm an engineer.
That's true.
That means I solve problems.
It's
not
also
problems
one
like
like
what is beauty.
Is
that would fall within the purview of your conundrums of philosophy. I solve practical problems. For instance, how am I going to stop some big mean mother hubber from tearing me a structurally superfluous new behind?
Mother hubbin'.
The answer? Use gun.
Well,
if that don't work, use more gun.
Yeah, like
God.
I think my favorite one, just for the single line, is Spies. It's like, what are you, president of his fan club? No. That would be your mother.
God.
Like,
just
for that one line.
God, it is.
I don't know. I think. I mean, Pyro's obviously like really good because of the like swap, the just sudden swap to Pyrovision. But I think I really like Demo Man.
What makes me a good demo man? If I were a bad demo man, I would be sitting here discussing it with you now, would I? God.
I wouldn't be.
Also, apparently there is like an actual official like what he said under the big bleeps when.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. If I remember correctly, this might not be verbatim, but this is what it's supposed to be. They've got more monsters at the bottom of the lock of Nest than they've got me.
Demo Man is a variety character.
They've got more Loch Ness monsters than they have people like me.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Black Scottish Cyclops. God.
But
it's so good. And I love like the Islander too. The Islander lore. It's so stupid.
Yeah, the lore for that series is dumb and I love it. Like
so
Australia
good, though.
is the most important place in the entire world, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Australia is the thing that had Australian. And you know how like Saxton Hale is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Australian is like the one.
Everyone. That is a normal Australian.
His chest hair is in the shape of Australia.
Oh my, yeah.
That's how
Australian is like the 115 of the TF universe.
It's that's a normal Australian.
No, Australium.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then of course, because I'm a medic's pretty cool. I like his.
Oh yeah.
I'm
technically a medic main. I don't know. I play a lot of sniper. So.
And when the patient woke up, the doctor's the doctor's
The
never heard
doctor
of
was
again.
nowhere to be seen. Or something like
Anyway,
that.
that's how I lost my medical license.
God. Alright, well, it seems we are out of time for this episode. Any last things to mention? Anything to shout out? I might as well shout out your channel. For some reason I did not, but I will do that right now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, Raymon Kastille. Go check it out. I am hoping to do something on Monday, if my brain allows.
Oh?
Might pull up some funky rhythm game that's been popular recently.
Oh? Pog? Funkin'?
Yeah, funkin'. Unfortunately,
Pog?
it's not on Friday because that's my Nuzlocke day.
Monday night
That's
funkin'.
it. Monday night
Monday morning funkin'. God. Well, anyway, Finley, do you have any last announcements?
Nope.
All right. Well, this has been the Degeneration Podcast, episode 24, podcast for the Degenerate Generation. And I'll see you, Degens, next time. With Monday, I may be... I don't know what I'm going to be playing Monday, but it's going to be great. And this Saturday, we will probably not be having a episode of the Degeneration Podcast. So we'll have another episode after. All right. And I may have a replacement stream for that. But yeah. So see ya. Bye. Everyone say bye.
Bye.
Peace.